Factory smokestacks and traffic exhaust are major sources of pollution in cities, but it does not spread evenly across an area. Studies show the air pollution is worse in some neighborhoods, and it fluctuates from day to day, making it hard to track. Now, a team of scientists is monitoring the daily fluctuations of nitrogen dioxide in 15 U.S. cities at the level of census tracts. The researchers are presenting their work at ACS Fall 2022, the fall meeting of the American Chemical Society.
So we're interested in whether air pollution disproportionately harms neighborhoods based on their race, ethnicity, and income. And I see this as a very important problem because air pollution, like nitrogen dioxide, is extremely harmful for human health. And these predominantly low-income and non-white neighborhoods are generally located nearest to emission sources. So one of the main reasons that we focused on nitrogen dioxide is because it's generally been used as an indicator for other toxic air pollutant mixtures. And it's also a molecule that we can resolve from space using satellite instruments, which is not possible with all types of air pollution.
Launched in 2017, the TRPOMI instrument on the Sentinel-5P satellite collects daily measurements of nitrogen dioxide around the globe.
We are also using high-resolution aircraft observations that come from similar instruments only flown on NASA aircraft. And these aircraft observations are very important because since these instruments are flown closer to the surface, they capture a very fine image of what the NO2 looks like close to the surface, which we don't necessarily see with these satellite instruments. So by using these aircraft observations, we can see how NO2 decays away from sources like freeways and power plants, and we can see how it changes on a daily basis within a given city.
Of the 15 cities studied, Los Angeles had the highest disparity of air pollution. Black, Hispanic, and Asian communities in census tracts with the lowest socioeconomic status experienced an average of 38% higher levels of pollution compared to non-Hispanic, white, higher socioeconomic communities.
These predominantly low-income and non-white neighborhoods experience higher levels of NO2 pollution compared to these white and high-income neighborhoods. And so when we see these disparities in NO2, it also serves as an indication that these non-white and low-income neighborhoods are experiencing higher levels of other pollutants as well.
The data also helped pinpoint the sources of the pollution. In a previous study, the researchers found that the air quality disparity was lower on weekends, which could be tied to fewer diesel-fueled trucks driving on nearby freeways, when many of those trucks are parked.
So the fact that these satellite instruments can resolve these disparities was just very surprising to me. I would say my goal in pursuing this research is to provide communities with a voice and to validate their concerns about air quality in their own neighborhoods. And ultimately, we would like to produce research that can inform future environmental policies so we can help protect the most vulnerable communities.